Hi guys, so today I just wanted to show you what came through in the post. So I have already opened it because it's not a new release or anything, it's literally just a vintage console that I personally found online and I bought. So I'll show you the console, which is this. So this is just your standard, bog standard Sega Game Gear. Obviously the one I have bought, which this one itself, it works completely fine. All the buttons itself work. You've obviously got your power button, your AC adapter. You have actually got an external slot there as well, and this one actually has still got the cover, which is quite, remarkable. You've got the volume button here, and you've got the brightness here. I have bought this one and I do know about the fault when I bought it. Obviously the sound has actually gone. As I said, I did know this fault when I actually bought this console. Personally, I can actually fix that, so I can actually just undo all the screws and just fix it, and it will obviously sort itself out. Obviously, I might mod it a little bit as well, changing some of the things so it's a bit more brighter, etc. But what I will do is, I will actually, if I mod it and when I mod it, I will show you another video of what I have done to it and basically how it looks. This console actually cost me £15, and that's because it had the problem with obviously the volume, and I knew that, so I would only pay £15 for it. What I did actually get with it, which is quite hard to actually find, was this, which is the AC adapter. And this actually does still work, which I'm pretty surprised at, to be honest with you. It is really good though, because obviously normally with this console you'd have to take these off and you actually have to put 6 AA batteries in here. In there. So personally that's why the AC adapter is a lot better. And obviously these are still all good, the clips are all good as well. The games I actually got with it, I got 4 games with it. So I actually got 2 of them that I think are pretty good, 2 of them aren't so good, but I don't mind. I just like collecting them. So I actually got Winter Olympics US Gold, and that is from 1994. So that is that one. Obviously all these games work, which is pretty good. So it's like kind of skiing and bits and bobs like that. The other one I wasn't too fussed about was Sega Game Pack 4-in-1. So this is like 4 little games, so like football, bits and bobs like that, kind of all in one. And then I got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is a really good game. I absolutely love it. So I've got this obviously on the Sega Mega Drive, and to have it on the Game Gear is brilliant, and I will be getting all the Sonics on it as well. And then this one, which is personally, I love Jurassic Park, so to get the Jurassic Park game is just amazing. Obviously this game to me is so good. Obviously the graphics are a bit dated, it can be a bit of an easy play, but sometimes when you're sitting there and you've got a handheld console, you just want an easy play. I have to admit, obviously I prefer this. When I was younger, this was quite a good hold, like it's comfortable to hold. It's the size of my hand, not a tiny Game Boy that's kind of like that. So I do feel quite uncomfortable with playing them now, because I don't know if I've got bigger or if they've got smaller, but it's harder to play them. But yeah, no, I really genuinely I'm happy to get this for £15 as well. It's really not too bad. Personally, I did get this from Cash Converters. If you want to take a look on their website, they're actually pretty good. They hold quite a good amount of stock, and they actually got it delivered with a company called DX, and they actually deliver really late because the guys actually are on commission. So I got home at 5 and this got delivered about 6:30 today. So yeah, if you haven't got a Game Gear already, I think personally Game Gears are going to be one of them consoles that, because so many people didn't really care about them that much, they're going to get binned, they're going to get lost, they're going to get broken. If you can actually get a Game Gear and get it fixed, modded, or do it yourself, then personally I think these ones are going to be worth quite a lot. There are obviously other Game Gears. This is a pretty bog standard colour, so this is just the standard black. You have got the normal blue one as well. That is quite, it's a little bit harder to get than the black one, but they are still kind of basically really difficult to get. You've got some Japanese mods, which you can get a bright red one, which is really awesome, or you can get, I think in the USA they make a Coca-Cola one, so you can get that, and it's a different red, but it's still awesome, and it says Coca-Cola along here. You can actually get a yellow one as well, which I'm pretty sure again is a limited to Japan, but it's like bright yellow, green buttons, super cool. So if you're looking to get maybe a console to put away and to increase in value, then I would say a Game Gear, definitely, because when I was younger, everyone had Game Boys, everyone had, you know, Mega Drives, but no one really had these. These are pretty awesome too. You can actually get an adapter that fits in the back, and in the back here that means you can then play some of the vintage consoles games inside them. So that's like the Master System games. So you basically put the mod on, the mod will fit, because this actually runs off the same kind of software. So what you do is you get the disc, or the cartridge, sorry, and you put the cartridge in, and that will play those games. There are other kind of mods and extras you can get for this as well. You can get, or you used to be able to get, basically plug it in and watch TV on your, say, on your Game Gear, sorry. But nowadays, obviously, there'd be real no point, because obviously we run on digital, not on obviously tuning in and stuff like that now. So you could get it and it'd be a nice little keepsake, which would be pretty cool. Obviously the other little bits you can get with the Game Gear, if you're really into Game Gears too, is you can actually find an adapter which plugs into your console, and you wear it like a little pack on your side, and that is basically rechargeable batteries. So it will constantly recharge your batteries, and then you can charge that and then kind of go walking about. Because if you go on a road trip with one of these and you try and put 6 batteries in it, I promise you, probably even halfway down the road, it's going to die because of the capacity in the screen alone. But they were pretty touchy. Like, to be honest with you, I'm going to try and make this bit here a little bit more secure, because otherwise when you plug these in, it was kind of like, I'm going to plug it in and I'm going to sit at this exact angle so it doesn't kind of scoot, move, reset, etc. So the other thing I would say is, personally, I would probably put batteries in it and plug it in as well, because then if you move, it doesn't really matter so much. But yeah, it's still got the typical power light that a Game Boy would have. So obviously as you're running out of battery life, if you put batteries in it, it gradually gets obviously really lighter and lighter until obviously it turns off. Same as the screen. Back in the day when your batteries were running out and you were in the middle of Pokemon, and your screen would be so light that you could barely see anything, but you were in that dead hard battle, so you needed to finish it. Yeah. So obviously this console, personally, I really wanted one. It reminds me of my childhood, when one of my friends up my road used to have one of these consoles. I personally love these consoles, and I always really wanted one. I never had a Mega Drive when I was younger, because I was lucky enough to have like a ZX Spectrum. I was also lucky enough to have the PlayStation 2 as well. So I did miss a few generations with that, because I always had a Game Boy when I was younger too. So you kind of get used to the consoles that you were lucky enough to have. So because my friend had this and I never had a Sega Mega Drive, my baby sister had a Sega Mega Drive, and obviously when I got old enough, I never got to play it anymore because I never was around there. My friend up the road actually had one of these, and to be able to play just even the Sonic games that I love, the Mickey Mouse games, the classic Jungle Book games, the Lion King games, was amazing for me, and I actually loved it. I used to borrow it off of her all the time. So let me know down below what you think about the Game Gear, if you're gonna perhaps get one, if you've got one. Let me know what you think, like, your favourite games are on the Game Gear. Maybe it's one that I haven't heard of. Maybe you've already modded your Game Gear and you want to give me some advice. That's totally fine. Obviously, leave me a like down below if you really like this video. It super does help. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I also am redoing my Gravity Falls tutorial as well, which obviously will be on every Thursday. Or I'll be uploading it every Thursday. I'll leave links down below as well for my Twitch account, my Twitter account, my Xbox One account, my Tumblr account, and my Instagram account. So to be honest with you, my Instagram account and my Tumblr and Twitter are pretty much quite similar. I do blog, and I do kind of put photos up of little bits and bobs, gaming, Gravity Falls, lots of different bits and bobs, and I use it for personal as well. So it's just random photos, but obviously if you want to keep up to date, that's the best place to go. Plus you can obviously hit me up on any of those and I will answer any questions too. But let me know what you think about this super cool Game Gear, and thanks very much for watching. Bye.